You can see the evidence, snow, and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch out, watch out. Two jet bombers, two jet bombers.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 29. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
41-yard gain. And the Giants first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
60 outlaw.
Brings up second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Jump. X3. 218, chop. We got double up.
Throwing on second down. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Let's go. Mike 42. You ain't doing nothing there.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bravo. 31's the mic. Check mic, check mic. Switch. Hey, watch the edge, watch it. Lefty. Hey, we're good.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47.
No. Undercrush. Hey, orbit. Bush.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Run.
Now Wentz again. Looking deep downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
61, matchbox lights. Kill, turn up. Turn up. Get it.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Number 53. Mike 53. Here we go. 49.
This is Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Go.
It's our time. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones forced out to us and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brandon Graham, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Third down. Third and long.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I'm not ready. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 120!
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check, 47. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Let's go. Great.
Let's see it.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. 180!
There's the part now.
Let's 5-7.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
This is us.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come on,
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It's caught. Shepard. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Check. 66. Pull it high. Get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Kill. Kill.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field when you go make a play on the field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Check 99. Check 99.
Greystone, travel.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Get it.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check.
They'll run with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Jones throw on target to Shepard. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Jones will sneak it. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gators.
Check. Mike 42.
Hey, box drop.
Pick it up. 42's Mike. 42's Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Rabbit.
Hey, zoom.
Check.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He completes it to Jones. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Go. Bleeding.
Strong right.
Black.
Check it back.
Man 5-7. Hey, 5-7.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
81, 81.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch that. Check.
Lane.
Crunch.
Play action. Now Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins on the cover.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning is Peppers. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check. Go. Great 15.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, echo.
47's the mic, boys.
Go.
Check. 47.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
87.
You done seen me in your nightmares. Deuce.
Man 5-7.
Tight dog.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Giants' 23-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
the curl. Watch the curl. Bang, bang.
Sunday, Sunday.
Bang, bang.
Let's 5-7.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running with Howard. And an alley to run. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This one through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put him through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That's another Eagles First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. On the toss play, Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a second and long.
Here we go. 180!
He's not going to get me.
Sunday!
They go with Howard again. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check, 47. Exit. Watch the shift. Hey,
Black.
watch the shift.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Down the man inside. Down the man. Sunday!
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Five.
Throwing now is Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Here we go. Back. Waiting.
Right here.
Tyson.
This is Howard on second down. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Let's get it.
Here we go. Waiting.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Pick it up, man. Check 4.
General Wentz. Now.
Jones now on 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by Penny. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked it.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Nice, sweetheart. Show it.
Topper. Let's go.
They'll try to run forward with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
A gain of 1 yard. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 6 down. Check 37.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
36.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the twist.
5.
On the run, it's Penny. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ready.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 9, check 9.
Get it.
They're going to try and run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
No.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Come on now. Let's go.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
You ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42. Here we go, here we go. Let's go, Mike 42, Mike.
He's back to throw.
You got nothing.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-Ron.
Again, it's Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch twist, watch twist.
Two Jack. Ram. Kill.
Now Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out like the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for Philadelphia, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem